It was not at only at Concord Bridge, nor yet at Lexington Green, that heroes showed on that April day when the patriots stood between. A monarch's greed and the freeman's right devised from the sire to the son. Menotomy, too, had a part that day, and the grief when the day was done. Menotomy's plan was a field of war when the enemy came in retreat, and the redcoat toll which her townsmen took had a place in the king's defeat. And the lives which her townsmen gave that day were theirs to withhold or give. They craved no praise, but to us it falls to see that their fame shall live. We pluck no leaf from another's wreath, deduct no word his due. but our own are our own, and we ask that they shall share in the honor too. When the battlefields of that day are named, remember that there are three: Lexington Green and the Concord Bridge and the plains of Menotomy.
I don't go to the cemetery. Instead, I go home, write this poem about remnants on steerage ships, immigrants who weren't the flavor of the day, who folded Yeats in half, stuffed him into a gray past, to shovel snow and coal, all of them in their bloom time, polishing and shining silver of others in Alice in Wonderland houses. My grandmother won, keeping lives ordered, so her own could grow bold as magnolias. Sometimes I walk by the house on Berkeley Street she lived and worked in. Shaded by trees long orphaned, I stare up at 4 imposing stories, certain her room was small, justice being another story, with hooped windows and slanted walls. Now, it's a Kodachrome. I'm the ivy.
Makers of boots and shoes by hand, the first American pocket watches by machine, of felt, flour, snuff, cotton, guns and gunpowder, iron, anchors, pipes, and boilers. My father's people, makers of glass, olive green and amber, flasks and inkwells. My skilled ancestors crafted silver forks, knives, and spoons, the kind set out on holidays. Now with air I make this, lighter than a grain of sand. It won't burn or shatter. You can't eat or sip from it, wear it thin on city streets, but it tells of the makers, ribbed and polished edges, their sure making long ago, their swirls, filigrees, metal.
As patriots we rose, breaking free, fired by justice, on lands stolen, a nation forged in strife, at the sepulchre and birthplace of freedom. We said, from many, one, but meant from many, some. By the sword we sought peace, but only under liberty. Yet it was liberty for the few, not all. Over centuries, through bitter learnings, wisdom, no one is free if some are not free. We must learn to follow the arc of the universe, to capture an essence of freedom as community. From many, not one, but whole, wholly together, wholly entwined, from many, not one, but strength, strength in difference, strength in shared dreams. From many, not one, but bound, different threads bound to make a stronger cord. We rise again together in community, or fall apart alone. So rise again at the death and birthplace of dreams, to build back better our hopes for freedom, not as one, but as a whole, different threads of a beautiful tapestry, made more beautiful by the stark differences of selfhood. We therefore pledge allegiance, not to the tired fabric of the old world, bloodied, torn, and fragmented, built on the backs of our neighbors, knowing that if some are not free, none are. No, we pledge allegiance to the beauty of differences, bound together by ideals. We rise together in community, citizens of each other and our dreams. E pluribus civitas.
We are going to get ready for our next piece, but again, like today is the end of our season, and we have some very special announcements all throughout the night. And for the first one here is Maria.
Good evening. We have a very special violinist in our orchestra. Her name is Hannah, who has been fortunate for the last 6 years to share her music stand with her mom. Sorry. Her mom named Aiko. However, today is Aiko's last concert with us. On behalf of the orchestra, I would like to thank Aiko for playing in our group and sharing with us her love of music. We wish you all the best and we'll miss you.
Thank you, Maria, and thank you, Hannah, for everything you do for the orchestra. So we are now going to play the last piece of the first out of 3 halves, right, of the concert. And again, this piece doesn't usually qualify as Pop's offering, but we're including it because William Grant Still was a very influential American composer. And once you hear these pieces of music, you're going to hear an incredible amount of expertise on writing for orchestra, but keeping his own traditions, the African American culture traditions that have been part of America all since its inception. So we're going to play only 2 movements, one where we are longing, and the other one where we are celebrating. So again, I hope you enjoy it. Thank you.
and to rejoice in singing. So please enjoy. And the poem, I think, is really beautiful. You can find it in your program if you want to take a read. But it's another piece about how music brings us together as a society and is the thread that connects us as all humans. And I think something like that is really special to share with you today. So please enjoy. the last piece in this set, we're gonna take up the excitement a little bit with a very famous poem by Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, The Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. You may be familiar with this story to some degree. So this text has been set in a dramatic storytelling form by Gwyneth Walker, and it's pretty fun. It's a fun piece. We're excited to sing it for you, right? We're excited, yeah. So please enjoy this dramatic musical setting of The Midnight Ride of Paul Revere.
I always feel really guilty conducting the chorus because Stephanie actually does the preparation for a long, long time before I ever see them. So please give her another round of applause. Excellent. Who's going to help me with the raffle? Yes. Is that okay? Okay, great. Okay, I guess it's on me. All right. This is the scariest part of the program. For you. Okay. All right. Peter Ambler. Come on. Peter, you get to work. And it's time for revenge. You have been singing so long. Now you get to conduct. Here's a water. Yeah! Are you good to start? Okay. You know, do you want a baton?
No, I don't. Well,
You don't need a baton?
I guess so.
I mean, this is the only thing that comes from this. You get a baton, right? Okay. So I know you have been singing with the chorus for a while, so I know you've never seen a conductor. So pretty much, nobody knows what a conductor does. So you're fine. Whatever you do for the. By the way, if you're watching this online, I wanted to tell you something very important about what's going to happen now. If you're watching online, okay? All right. All right, so if you want to use a baton, you can use it here. Here you go. Okay, I'll get them started for you. Yes. Okay. Are you ready? Let's do this. 1, 2, 3. follow that. Thank you, everybody, for coming. Have a good night. Thank you, everybody.
ACMI productions are only made possible with your support. Visit patreon.com/ACMI to learn how you can help.